Yes. Thanks for watching The Truth with Angie Washington and Melissa Gorecki. And special thanks to my buddy, the musically talented Mike Dukmagian, who's playing the drums for us tonight, and he'll be playing with us throughout tonight. Yay, thank you, Mike. The first thing we want to say is that we're looking for sponsors for The Truth of Angie Washington and Melissa Gorecki. And we're looking for a partner, just not somebody to help us out. We're looking to give back to whatever establishment, whoever that is able to help us out, because we sponsor this show right now. So this segment is sponsored by CGYS Entertainment. So we do a lot. We go out to communities, we go out to different events, we produce different events. We actually produce a lot of comedy shows. I do my magic shows. Melissa goes out on speaking engagements. And we have a show coming up here in this building, October 13th. We have music, dinner, dance.
Yep. See, I know that in the Kings Park community, a lot of people have been reaching out. A lot of people wanted the Eventbrite, so that's going to be sold out. I can tell you right now, that's going to sell out.
Well, if that first show in Kings Park was
at Legends, sold out,
was any indication, this one is going to be good. And like I said, we have everything is from Kings Park. CGYS Entertainment is in Kings Park. The studio is in Kings Park. We're getting our food catered by Legends, which is in Kings Park. And we're getting our chairs and everything from Rosie Sunshine, who's in Kings Park. So it's really a Kings Park thing, and it's something that we intentionally did. Because we want to bring the community together the way that, you guys came out and supported us, you helped us when we first, well, you've been here your whole life, so they just don't know which name to know you by.
No, everybody knows the Gorecki name.
So that's that one. Then we have November 10th.
Yep.
That's a different kind of event. That one's going to be a lot of fun. We have our host. Is he hosting the headline? He's hosting that one.
Super Dad
is hosting the show. He's coming in from South Carolina. This dude just won another comedy contest down there.
I'm not surprised.
No, me either. But out of our comedian friends, that dude is escalating.
He's very funny.
People say we do a lot of shows. That
he
dude's
does.
got a different show he's posting every day.
Yep.
So good for him, and he's gonna come down there. We got Gino Strong on that show. Mike Ellison's on that show. Kristen Danko, you're on that show.
I am.
You're actually on both of the shows.
Yep, I'm on both of them.
So that little special Kings Park feature, girl.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that.
I heard her and Gino on the phone cackling today. You should come up with a strategy.
Girlfriends.
Yeah. Everything all right?
It's my boo. It's my bitch.
So not only do we do shows, but like I said before, Melissa is doing speaking engagements, and she just came back yesterday from Dallas. It's like she was gone for a few days, and she was home for a week, and then she was gone again. So tell us, my dear, about this Dallas. And this time I get it right. It was with It Works.
Yes.
Everything you do is It Works. So I don't care whatever she does. I'm like, oh, It Works. I'm usually gonna be right, but last time I was wrong.
No, you were wrong. It's okay. No, so this was really super special to me. This picture right here, these are my girls. This is Ashley and Amanda. These two have my heart. I went to Amanda for some advice, and she hit me off with really good advice. And Ashley has just been my cheerleader since day one. And these women are absolutely incredible. And oh, look at this guy. See, if I did that, he literally would have flipped his whole shit.
Anyway,
this was so great. This was so great. This was so great. I love it. I can't, and I'm so glad this is recorded. But anyways, so here we go.
Continue.
Here's the next one. This is a really great one. This is me on stage, right? I just want you to know that there are over 600 people that I'm speaking to here, okay? This wasn't like 5 people. This was over 600 people in an audience at a company I started at 3 months ago. They wanted me to talk to all of their people.
Not only did you talk to their people, but what's that photo you showed me? You were standing next to the CEO of the company.
The CEO and his wife, and then all right, so his brother and her sister are together also. They got married, and I forget their titles right now, but I know they are both Ambassador Diamonds and above, and there's a lot, it's really cool. Like, I got to go to a champagne toast, I met the owner, I was in the room with the creator of the company, like, I'd be doing the most.
So what is It Works?
It Works is basically health and wellness. So like there's something for everybody, literally. Like I use it for the weight loss, but there's also stuff to help your hair grow. They just came out with shampoo and conditioner, and I got to smell it when I was in Dallas. And I don't want to say that it's spectacular, but it is. And the conditioner was so thick and creamy that I'm absolutely buying it. They also have a leave-in conditioner. They have, what was the other thing I told you? Oh, the body wash.
The body wash.
Which smells divine. Obsessed. And what else?
So what products do you use?
I use Skinny Brew and Thermophyte X. Like, that's my jam.
Joe, can you put a picture up there?
Yep, there she is. I'm just saying, I wrote a post earlier. The one thing that you cannot tell me about these products is that they don't work, because they do. So
there's a picture.
I'm just saying. I just sat on a stage in like a size 4, and in that other picture, that was like in 16. So I went from a 16 to like a 4 in a few months. So I'm not saying it works. I'm just showing you it works. That's all.
There you go.
And I'm obsessed. I love the company. I love the culture. I love high achieving women that are like no bullshit. That's what I wound up with, and these women are incredible.
Well, awesome. Well, welcome back. You're not going anywhere.
Next is Jamaica.
Oh yeah.
The trip that I earned.
You know where I get to go? I get to go to Jamaica. Jamaica, Queens.
Hey.
That's
it's
what
okay.
I get to do. But I did just get a call today. They want me to host a show in a Producers Club in Manhattan Friday night.
Yep.
So it was promised to be a lot different than the last show that I went out there. The crowd wasn't
It was non-existent.
As big as it normally is. But they promised me it's going to be different, so I'm going to go out there. I want to practice the hosting, because the hosting it's a lot of different things. You know, I can get to do my set, but then I can sit there and I can interact with the audience more. I could use some of the previous comics things, you know, to piggyback off of theirs. You know, if something was funny, I could bring the crowd back in. So it's something that I'm trying to work on, but that's why I'm taking, like, even though I really was like, do I really want to do this? It's not about pay. I just want the experience to do it. Right. So I'm going to do that. And not only do you know what you're doing, the speaking engagements, but there's also CGYS, Enchanted Confections, which you've been busy with lately.
Yeah, and that's going to be like a thing for this season. So I wound up I did a wedding cake a couple days ago. That was the most incredible experience.
We delivered the wedding cake before delivering you to the airport.
So it just started me off on like a high going to Dallas. Like, I was already like good to go. I had the best day ever before I even stepped on the plane, and then from there it just got better and better and better and better the whole day.
Because that's the first time that you got to see somebody see their cake for the first time.
I witnessed it.
Usually it's a handoff, and you know, they go put it in the refrigerator.
Incredible.
Or whatever.
It was incredible.
I sat out in the parking lot. Oh, I sat out in the car, just like listening to all the screaming that's coming from inside.
Did you put that video in here?
No, I did not. I know, but this is a good reason to get them to go to the truth after the
Oh
show.
my gosh.
And watch the
This is like the most pivotal video in my
Yeah.
life
So,
right now.
what?
Okay. Let me tell you about the video. Let me just tell you quickly. So I go deliver this cake really quick. I go deliver this cake, walk in the house, the bride happens to be there. I was like, wait, you're here? And she was like, yes. I'm like, all right, well, now we're videoing this because I've never gotten to do this. So I start videoing. She looks at the cake. She has her moment. She cries. Her friend cries. I cry. We're crying. Everyone's screaming. It's fucking fabulous.
And
it
then
was
they knocked
incredible.
the cake off the table.
No, we didn't. We didn't knock the cake off the table, but she was so happy and I was so grateful to be a part of her special day like that. It was so cool. Made my whole day.
And what else you got coming up now? You have another cake that we got to deliver Friday.
I'm making somebody's
Saturday.
grandma's
Friday.
birthday cake. An
80th?
80th birthday cake. I'm so excited.
I'm like her spokesman. They like, and she tells me as soon as she's like gets off the phone with him, she's like, "Oh my god, I gotta do." She gets so excited. It's something like, "Oh no."
No, I love it.
Yeah, no, now she gets excited. And the funny thing about it, when she started doing these wedding cakes and these big cakes like that, she really didn't want to do it.
It was because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's hard work. But now that I believe in myself and know that my shit really is the bomb, I love making it because I don't ever have to worry that somebody's gonna be doing what I'm doing because it's mine. Nobody can make what's in my head. Every design is right out of my head.
I know. I watch it.
You watch it,
I
you
watch
see
it.
it, you
I
see the
watch it.
magic, you
I
know?
watch
People
it.
all know.
Well, we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to have a little Mike Dukmajian play with us, and then we're going to be back right after this.
All right.
Looking to raise money for your organization? Call CGYS Entertainment. We're here to help you raise funds for your organizational needs. We produce comedy shows, magic shows, we have face painters, DJs, and a whole lot more. Here, check out some of our comedians.
Every joke is I remember. Like goddamn Michael Jackson, do you remember that? Give me the key to get my eyesight back, key.
That was just a sample. Even the owner, he likes to get on stage too.
I'm gonna piece of those my whole past. But hell no! The cops like with their coffee. Drunkers. Yeah.
That's CGYS Entertainment, your one stop for all your entertainment needs. Find us on social media or at 631-215-8232.
I gotta tell you, this place, wherever the fuck I am, Brooklyn and shit, I walked outside 2 times. 2 times this fucking rat came and said, "Get out of here." I swear to God, I had to go smoke a cigarette on the other side of the street. But I gotta give it up to you. You motherfuckers are brave. You guys take the subway? Yeah? Proud, right? You motherfuckers should get the Purple Heart. I gotta tell you, I don't go underground. There's only one time I'm going underground and I'm not coming back up. So I was down there one time, and this is why I'm so petrified of this shit. I went down there and I saw this kid going down on the stroller. But it wasn't. It was a fucking rat running away with the kid. These rats down here are different. They like lift them. You can't walk past them. They stand there. I went to go kick one. That bitch stood up on his hind leg and said, I dare you. I fucking dare you.
No.
And we're back with the truth with Angie Washington, Melissa, I almost said Claudia, Melissa Gorecki. We got to get rid of that name, lady, permanently. Thank you. We're here with our guest, Matt Giuliano, finally. Matt's the owner of Gotham, and we're going to get it right? It's like a Chambers of Hell, which is also an event center. So you have the first all year round haunt and event space.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, well, it's first for Long Island.
Yeah, but first, I think there's only one other one that's going to be in Vegas.
So,
The
Oh.
only two all year.
That's
like,
really cool.
All year round, like horror complexes. That's what I'm shooting for.
well, I know personally that you've been wanting to do this way before you did it.
To be honest with you, never liked haunts. Never liked haunted houses. Never liked dressing up. When I did dress up, I would dress up in a baseball uniform, really outside the box.
No, I do the referee because it was easy. You know, I had, you know, it was
I
really-
just-
Super original.
I never really liked it until I went to a place about 15 years ago. I remember dropping about $350.
Oh, damn.
And it wasn't that good. And I'm like, man, I could do better than that. And then somehow I met somebody along the way. Like, it's just such a long story. I don't want to get into it. There's a little bit of a mess to it too. But now it's Chambers of Hell, and I have a partner now that's incredible, and his mind is so far outside the box. It's crazy, and I'm hoping to make this mainstream.
Well, you had a media day last Monday, and we started, we had Bill Pulsifer on the show, and we did the show an hour earlier, and I was able to run from here straight over to your place. We do have some pictures of the inside. It's incredible, the detail that is on some of these things. And I told Melissa, like, look at this thing. Like, this is one of the things that you see when you were like, is this
You're
a
like,
theme?
I'm definitely not going here.
Yeah, you know, listen,
No.
look,
No,
Matt,
I'm not
is like, because your rooms have themes in it.
Yeah, well, each
Right.
haunt has its own.
So where is this in there?
That's in haunt number 3, which is Inferno, and that's, as you can tell, it's part of hell.
I think this is wicked. It's even crazier in person. What else we got there?
That's in hell too.
So this picture, this room is filled with chains. They were swinging at the time I was taking this picture too, and there's a lot more. So I had to get the right angle just so you can make you can see the figure.
Another room. This is in the boiler room.
And-
Yeah, we got some pretty special rooms this year. We were able to leave the haunt up for the first time all year round. Usually we have to knock this thing down November 1st.
This poor guy.
Knock down, knock down the walls, put them in 3 trailers, get the place ready for baseball business January 1st. So I had 3 months to clean it up. And
Hold
then
on, Matt.
June 12th.
This is my favorite room.
This is a showstopper.
This is
year.
my favorite.
This is
absolute
impressive.
favorite.
This is in the bayou.
I
in New
told him, I said,
Orleans.
all you need is a mister in there, like squirting
Well,
water
you see,
out.
we have something close.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
see
yeah.
if you have a walk through.
No.
I don't know if I could. I might have a heart attack.
You know, and this is your lobby.
Now you're back in the lobby. That's the VIP lounge now. We have a DJ every night in there. come in, hang out. Whenever you're ready to go into the haunt, I'll put you right into the haunt immediately. When you come out, you get a free drink, and then you have access to the lounge the rest of the night. Trying to make it more of an upscale night out, because usually you go to a haunt sometimes if there's no one, you're in and out in 10 minutes.
Right.
This is a way to go there and spend 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours.
That's
and
a
hang
great
out.
idea.
I went through, like I said, I went through Monday. I went through it. We didn't have any actors in there, but when we first went to talk, we took a little tour in the daytime, no lights, and the part I think we lost Melissa is when he had me walk through the coffin. Because you saw how long it took me to get through that coffin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't too happy about that.
No, like I made that video wasn't a joke. It's like, no, what is wrong
Like,
with
I'm not going in
I'm not
there.
going. So, like, think about that. Really, do you have what's your plan if someone really won't go through there?
You're out, tap out.
Do people do that? Because
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I know I would be like, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep a track of it, and we had 72 chickens last year that didn't make it through the haunt.
Oh,
So
fine.
I
We had
can tell
another
you,
15 that didn't even make it into the haunt.
the only reason I
understand
went through that coffin is because I had to. Like, how could
How are you gonna see
I'm
everything?
doing this, you know?
Yeah.
I want to get the experience, so that's the only reason, right? But then I did it again. Because Monday when I went through there, now I went through the haunt without any actors, but it was dark, everything was lit up. There were so many surprises that you're not going to expect. I said, you bastard. He made me jump because he went with me, and I was like, oh, you bastard. I jumped 3 times. That's very hard to
I put
do.
the lights on, right, that night?
Yeah, the
Okay.
lights with everything.
That's when I put the lights on. A couple of the sound effects and stuff went off, and I forgot about it. But they were like,
and-
go ahead, you go here. Boom, got
Yeah,
it.
no, you got me. You got me. So, and that's
Can
what
I be honest here? I'm gonna go a
Yeah,
little,
you can.
little racist too.
Oh,
I'm
God.
a little racist. Black people are the easiest people to scare.
Yeah,
Like,
they
I
are.
even feel like,
No,
you know, you're going to
listen.
That's
That's
seriously.
not racist though too much because when I'm doing my magic tricks, if I see a group of black people, I'm like, oh, grab the camera, because I know the reaction that I'm gonna get.
Bro.
They're gonna run. They're gonna jump. They're gonna call me a voodoo or whip. I get you. So I mean, you normally are
It's so
racist,
much, but it is
this
so
time
much
you weren't.
fun. It's so much fun.
Like it's
If
awesome.
I'm in a dark alley now, well, I'm just gonna be like, boom. And I know the guy's going down.
He's gonna run.
One year, as soon as they get to the hall, I'm like, we gotta get something at the first room. We gotta get something going. He's like, what are you thinking? I go, throw some clackers. Guy throws clackers. Sure enough, that night, like the third group in, it's 4 or 5 black guys. Music's cranking over the loudspeaker. They're like doing their dance all tough, and all of a sudden, you go, pop, 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 pop. They all hit the ground. I was dying laughing. Then I had another guy we did full contact with. I was tickling with feathers. He's throwing punches in the air. He was going crazy. He sounded like every time that something happened, he go, he sounded like a little bitch. I was like, oh my God.
No.
You guys aren't as tough as you look. It's
No,
just the
no,
tan. The tan
yo,
throws everybody
what-
off.
you guys, yes I am. So I worked I worked a couple of seasons on the haunt, and like I was like a guy scaring people. It's the best. Like literally, like when people say I peed my pants, people literally piss themselves. They literally piss themselves. I see girls and stuff drop to the ground, and when I hear a dude hit that high pitch that you normally make, yeah, that one.
I know.
You caught that
Michael
one.
Jackson made that one.
So when I hear a guy hit that pitch, it's the best. It's like, and you laugh because some of these dudes are big, and like you're in costume, so
they
you
are,
really
how
can't
they
say
fall,
no.
it's so
And
true.
you see like when they walk away, like how scared they are. So I get what you man.
It's a good feeling. I
it-
mean, like,
well,
especially all the work that goes into it.
it's
Me
like
and my partner,
mission
this guy,
accomplished.
Rob Frankenberg, you know Rob.
Yes.
He
Yes.
knows everything about any haunt in the country, any horror movie from now since 1920. Like he's a brainiac. And then he puts the stuff together. I look at it and I kind of more of a try to dummy it down because he's so good with everything. I'm like, let me make this more mainstream where people are going to understand what's going on. And we're both very different, but it works.
You made some doors look like it's asylum type doors out of household products.
Yeah, that's the design. That's Oscar. Oscar's
That's normal stuff, but you don't like some of the stuff I didn't notice until you pointed it out. But I was like, oh shit.
We have, he made these metal doors because it's an industrial, right? So it's all brick and metal, and so he makes these doors out of, I just saw them on the wall before over there, door jams, like, what are they, the silver door jams? What
Oh,
are
like
they?
the hinges too?
No, door jams like when you, I don't even know how to say I don't even know how to say it, anyway. But on the doors, he has this little thing painted gray. You look at it, like, what is that? It's a headphone box, a plastic headphone box. Glued on the wall, but it looks mechanical.
Oh, okay.
You look over here and it's an outlet cover, painted black, gray, stuck around the other way.
Super creative.
It's just
It's
a piece of PVC, a piece of window that somebody was throwing out. Brrrt, all of a sudden you're like, what the heck? And you watch what this guy can do. It's pretty impressive. You don't notice until you take that tour. That's what people don't get. They think haunted house. Oh, they throw walls together, throw shit at the walls, it's a haunted house. There is so much detail in this thing. The voodoo shop you saw, the swamp. I have a lot of Hollywood sets this year. It's pretty impressive.
The swamp is by far, Melissa.
And it's going to get better.
Oh my God, am I allowed to talk? Oh my God. So let me ask you. So before
I was
you were
gonna say,
setting this font
Melissa,
up,
we're going.
That's
You're
right.
going.
I
She's
would-
going to sit up
I
front
would
and
only
drink.
go if the lights were all on,
Come on.
and that's it. I can't do it.
What if I had all the lights off, but the lights for the haunt are on, but I walk you through and show you every... Like,
Okay.
all right, here's the scare.
Yeah, that I could
Press
do.
the button, there it goes.
I could do that.
I could,
See, I used to be really into horror, like super into all of this, like haunts and all that shit. And as I got older, like even him tiptoeing around the house the way he does.
Today.
Come
And
on,
I wasn't
What the
tip.
fuck?
you live with it and you're never comfortable with it.
See?
They always keep you on your
Oh
toes.
my God.
Yeah.
First of all, he's like a ballerina, okay? We never know that Andrew's walking
I made
anywhere.
this woman jump
And
today.
I turn around and
Doesn't surprise me.
it feels like my heart is just jumping out of my body. So as I get
All right, let me
older,
ask you a
it's
question.
just not.
If it's not a jump scare and it's like a horror scene happening around you, but it's under
Gives me
control.
bad dreams. I get nightmares.
Now, the reason I ask is we have a thing called Exploring Dread. It's a theatrical play. You come in, it's a 2-hour event, sit down, relax, have a drink, you watch a video about 5 serial killers for 3 minutes each.
Oh Jesus!
It tells you that.
Oh yeah. So you 3 minutes, just enough for you to soak that in and go home and dream about
you
that
learn
shit.
it, and then you would put you inside the haunt, and as you walk through the haunt, you encounter 5 serial killers, 4 victims, and 1 ghost.
Oh,
You can interact with anybody you want, or you could just stand there and say, I'm just watching. They won't bother you, but you can watch the whole scene unfold. So you could protect a victim, you could watch the serial killer may feed you, you might be accountable. It's a really cool show.
So-
Really cool show.
Okay, so now that you say that, let me ask you this then. So did you do like psychological, like, I want to say almost research on how to actually frighten people? Like there's like a whole psychology behind it. Did you ever look into the psychology of being scared?
No,
Well,
I'm sure it's interesting as hell.
I'm telling you, there's like a whole thing to it. So I would think like, for me, I know I don't even have to go there. I could just tell I'd be scared from like the photo you put up. Like that's already like a little creepy, the Gotham, even though it doesn't mean to be. If you know you're going to get scared, like look, it's like a whole vibe, like a whole scary
Now
vibe.
picture what you just saw, right?
With
Then you go
music.
into the room, now you get the lights off. Then you get the smell of sulfur or gasoline because it's industrial.
Yeah, there's
But
different
then you
smells
hear
in
the sound
there too.
of engines
Yeah,
turning
so you're
and clacking,
pulling
so
all-
you're
all
really
the senses
getting
in.
immersed. And then you walk through and you get hit with that smell of charred corpse in one of the rooms. It's nasty.
No,
But it
no.
puts you, like, you go through the swamp, you're gonna smell rainforest. You go
Does
into
anyone-
the cave, you're gonna smell dirt. Like it-
You want me to come, but you're telling me the scary stuff.
Yeah,
I just
it's
don't know if
not.
I'm built for that life.
So you wouldn't go through with me.
What?
I said,
Fuck no. Absolutely not. With the lights on, if he tells me like what's going on.
no, that's not the fun of it.
Well, you could find, I'm sure, maybe
I think
Lucas
you would have
or
more
Joe.
fun watching him get scared.
Yeah, probably.
That's what-
Can I watch it on a camera? Like
We'll
in
put a
your
GoPro
office?
on your head if you want.
All right. Well, no, I'm not going through that. That I'm not doing that. Yeah, we can put a GoPro on you. I'll send you through.
I don't get scared. They don't get scared. Stuff that I don't want to
We
spoil.
like to do, like, it's not even a matter of being scared. You can be creeped out by somebody just looking at you differently.
Yeah,
It's not
no,
just about
I
that
don't-
pop
I-
scare. You have to crawl twice in our haunt.
Yeah, it's not just.
You
No,
have
this
to-
is not just walk
most
through.
of the haunt,
Yeah,
you're
you keep
walking
making it
bent
sound
over.
worse and
Well,
worse
well,
for me,
no,
I'm
but
not
I
gonna-
asked them that too because, like, what if someone physically can't bend through there? And then there's steps that move like you don't expect it, and then the steps just move.
Yeah, we went to another texture. We went on the floors this year.
So have you obviously you've heard of this. I'm going to just throw it out here. The type of haunts that they can physically touch you and you have to sign waivers. I heard there's one crazy one. What do
Yeah,
you think about
Connecticut-
things like that?
There was
Connecticut.
one out of California, McKinney Mountain, years ago. Then, actually, before I was Chambers of Hell, I had I thought it was a partner at the time. It was a handshake deal and whatever, but it was Chambers of Horrors, and they held a thing called Dead of Night. And it was just like one of those crazy ones where they were taping people up. If I told you half of the shit they were doing, I drove home at night and I was just like, did that just happen in my facility? Like, there's no way. Like, they wanted to wet people and then shock them. They put an octopus on people's heads after they went through. The people stunk. It was way too extreme.
Over.
I don't get it, but you know what? People paid
People like that.
and they like
Yeah,
it. They
people
come
like
out and
that.
they were like, that was awesome. I was aroused and I'm like, dude, I'm going to tell you a funny story. This guy goes in, he's got a leather jacket, and I said, let me take your jacket because you're going to come out of here a mess. Take his jacket. This guy's in there for like 2 hours. I'm like, where the hell is this guy? I go in one of the rooms and he's on a pole dancing for his girl. Like, there's a lot of stupidity going on back there. So I'm like, what the hell? So finally the guy gets up and I'm like, yo, bro, he's been in there for like 2 hours. He's like, how was it? He's like, oh. Mind you, wait. I have a worker with me that's 16 right next to me. That was awesome. I'm like, okay. What did you... It was like you're aroused at 1 second, and next second somebody's hit you with an arm in the back, and it was great. And I'm just like, okay. He leaves, and I'm like shaking my head, and I'm like scratching my bald head. And I look at the kid next to me. I'm like, did he just say he was aroused? The kid's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, I didn't know what to say. It was craziness. But we've actually dabbled in it now, and we do a thing. And you come in through the back door, you get auctioned off.
Oh,
What?
Now, the one.
Hold on, Matt. Hold on to that door. We gotta take a commercial break before he starts. We're back at the plantation again. This motherfucker. We're gonna take a commercial break and we'll be back right after this. Looking to raise money for your organization? Call CGYS Entertainment. We're here to help you raise funds for your organizational needs. We produce comedy shows, magic shows, we have face painters, DJs, and a whole lot more. Here, check out some of our comedians.
Every joke is I remember. Like, goddamn, Michael Jackson, do you remember that? Give me the key to get my eyesight back, key.
That was just a sample. Even the owner, he likes to get on stage too.
I'm gonna think she knows my whole past. But hell no! The cops like what they call them. Jumpers. Yeah.
That's CGYS Entertainment, your one stop for all your entertainment needs. Find us on social media or at 631-215-8232. back at The Truth with Angie Washington and Melissa Gorecki and our guest, Matt Giuliano, owner of Gotham. So Matt, you told us about the horror part of it. Now there's also the event space. And are you still doing like game night? Because I hosted Family Feud at your place, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. We just gotta figure out a way how to market it. You know, do we make it just families rent out the place and we hire a guy to come like yourself comes in and does the event?
I like
or
the
do we
ideas
do
that we talked about before. You had like going to the different schools and kind of make it like a team builder
That's another good idea.
type thing. Because once you get the schools involved in it, people they pay for it, so that makes things easier for everybody. You're getting paid, and the people participating. I'm like, oh, I don't have the money. No, it's something that's actually good for them.
I just haven't had a chance to really push it. We've been so involved with the haunt.
Every time I go there, you're building.
It's just a whole other aspect of the business that hopefully now that the haunt season starts, we can really get to that because there's just so much this place can do. I mean, we do movie experiences, comedians we want to do, but we want to do comedians differently. I know, as you know, you go into these places, they go like Governors, you go in at 7 o'clock, you do a show, they all come in, 2 drinks, go out, next group comes in. I want to kind of make it more of a 3-hour night out. Come over, come for an hour, go on the one side of the lounge, maybe have a couple of d'oeuvres out, have a couple of drinks, feel comfortable. Maybe the comedians are walking around talking to everybody, then go over the other side, do the show, and when the show is over, go back to the other side again, and same thing. So make it a night out rather than feel like you're being rushed.
No,
Just 3 nights
I
out, 3
like
hours
that
out.
because, like you said, the feeling of being rushed. And it's nothing worse when you go out to like even a diner or something, and the waitress is standing over you, ready to get you out for the next people to come in.
Even if we want to do tables, like little 2-seater tables and a 4-seater table, not
Not too big.
not
one.
like herding in like cattle, but make it a very intimate experience.
yeah.
Only sell 55 to 70 tickets and that's it. Why squish them in with 150, make it a nice intimate night out? And I think people, to be honest with you, will pay that extra money to have that experience rather than the other way.
Well, the place now, for those who don't know, it was Matt Giuliano's Play Like a Pro. You had so many former Major League Baseball players working for you there. You had a tremendous amount of business coming in. How was it for you to just switch over? Just like, how did you do that? I still have tokens, man. Can I refund them? And it's funny. I always kept them in my car, even when I got a new car, because sometimes I used to get annoyed, mad, and I just want to go hit golf balls or go to the cage. So I always kept them for emergency. I want to redeem them.
Yeah, I don't know. Believe it or not, man, I just kind of fell out of love with the game. Been doing it for so long. This would have been my 19th year in business with Play Like a Pro. We just moved it to another location. My friend is running it now, my partner Brian. He's going to take it over, and I'm going to take a step back and do the Gotham. I don't know.
For those who don't know, Matt was drafted by the
Phillies.
Philadelphia Phillies, Major League Baseball. Did some time in the minor leagues.
Played 7 years in the minors, finished up with the Ducks here in Long Island, and started doing lessons as soon as I got out. So pretty much my whole life,
It's been baseball.
since the time I've been 3 or 4, has been baseball. It's the only thing I know. That's it.
Well,
and then
I can understand that because all the players that I know, that that's what they do. When they're done playing, then they go back to they instruct, and it's every day.
Coaching
8
on
hours,
the field
10 hours, sometimes a day, every day.
So, everybody thinks, it's great. Listen, it's awesome. I'm not going to lie. Going to work, sitting in a chair and flipping balls, teaching kids how to play baseball is great, but do 30 years of it. Work in a deli, cut ham every day, making the same exact sandwiches. Your mind kind of just, stagnant. But the haunt just makes me expand my mind a little bit. I have ADHD to begin with, so it just helps me out with that. Something different at all times, always changing.
Knowing this and knowing you, knowing that you already took a look around and saw about the movable walls, you already have something next lined up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you already have something next lined up.
Every year I try to up the ante.
Where do you go from what you have? I wish you really.
There's a lot of, I don't know, just make it more professional. I'm trying to give everybody that, let's say, that professional Disney experience. You walk in corporate feel, everything's always clean. Everything has, Chambers of Hell written on the cups. I can go to that, make it very professional looking, clean, first class service. But when you go in that haunt, have that griminess to it. Like, when you go to, I know everybody goes to Halloween Horrors and Universal's supposed to be the best, but their rooms are so perfect, that you kind of, I think you might lose
You
that
lose it.
creepiness, like by us making you go under and crawl and have stuff touching your back and hitting you from different spaces and being in there by yourself. We don't like to conga line people, so when you go in there, we try to keep your six together and stay tight the whole time without running into people, which is another big factor, especially when you go in haunt number 2, it's in the pitch dark. I mean, that's a tough one to get through. There's only, I think, 8 candles in that whole haunt. And you gotta gradually work your way around those turns, and it's not easy. You know, like, but we're giving, I think we're gonna give something to the people that you can't get anywhere else. I'm telling you, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
She's like, no.
You can jump on his back.
No, 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 no.
Knock him right over.
What do you
Babe, if
mean,
I
knock-
jumped on your back, I'd probably fall over.
She's calling you a bitch.
Baby, see this? Come on, you put lotion on, but you see them deltoids.
Babe, I'm the same height as you.
Yeah, whatever. Go to the next question.
I like this. Can we go?
No.
Talk about those
Why
deltoids.
does everybody?
You have maybe have an ashy deltoid. That's about it.
Hey,
Teeing up on Andrew tonight, baby.
oh man, I got jokes. See,
We got help here. Let's go. Come on, let's keep going over here.
I mean,
I'm getting
don't you
comfortable.
try it too.
I'm
I
getting
mean,
comfortable.
this is the most I'll get to talk tonight because, you know, you can already see he doesn't let me really talk that much. So I like it. I like it. This is why he doesn't let me talk, because this is what happens. Every yes that comes on, it's over. Sorry. Look, you're crying. Babe, don't cry.
I don't like white people.
Are you soft now?
Oh, I'm gonna get banned
You're
now.
getting soft?
I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned now. No, fuck, the protesters outside Kings Park. Oh, Lord. Oh, man, did you see, I put a post up, is vaping better than smoking? Just to get, you know, interaction. Man, people went silly.
Oh, wait. Oh, go ahead.
You know, everybody has. Not everybody's.
I understand.
It's
I
so
don't,
hard to explain.
like, I'm not for, or I don't care about it, really. But what I want people to do in general is when you're sitting there, you know, giving your stance, have some substance behind it. Like, just don't say something, oh, vaping is bad because your neighbor said vaping is bad and you like them. That's what's going on. And then that keeps going on. Because I did the research. Neither one of them is good, but vaping is way less harmful than cigarette smoke.
No, I'm sure.
And that's from the CDC. It's not coming from like Google. The CDC is putting out, the American Lung Society is
Do they
putting
put out
stuff.
stuff that's actually factual or no?
Who is CDC?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe
Cindy
anything
says-
anymore. I'm done with all that.
Well, see, that's the thing, but you'd like to
If
believe.
they say it's bad, then it's probably good.
No, really.
Yeah, seriously.
You'd like to believe
I
the part that
think when
governs
people hear
everything.
vaping, though, they don't think cigarette smoke. I think right away when you hear vaping, they think worst case scenario, and they think the weed cartridges. I think that's a lot of people's mentality.
Well, no,
I mean,
these
the older
folks
generation.
are thinking about smoking because there was
Yeah.
going to be a smoke shop in town, and they didn't want to. They're like, oh man, my kids can smoke and I won't smell it. All right, but your kids can drink and you don't smell that either. If they
Yeah.
have gum.
I play devil's advocate with everything.
I
Like
was
I said, I
going
could
back
give a
and
rat's
forth,
ass
too.
either way, but
I'm-
some towns, like maybe Kings Park is a very
The
close-knit
town-
community, it seems. I
Yeah.
really like Kings Park a lot.
It is,
Their
it
Little League
is.
program is
It-
great over there. The programs they have for all the kids around.
Right, we have 8
It's
bars
good.
and
Maybe
4
they're trying
liquor
to keep
stores
that,
in a square mile radius.
That purity to the town, you know?
Right, you'd be drunk all day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because, you know, part of that study found 0 deaths related to marijuana, right? And
I'm
475,000 in 5 years related to alcohol. So let's open another liquor store.
Well, not easy to open up either. So everything's getting a little bit tougher, but
And speaking of liquor, that was one of your challenges which kept you from opening sooner, is that you were waiting for your liquor license?
yeah, liquor license is just going through now.
That's-
So, temporary, we're on our way to our permanent.
Why do they make everything so challenging? People just want to do something good, make an
Yeah.
honest living
It's getting tougher and tougher, you know.
for
that.
everything.
Especially doing it on your own. Like everybody says, you should be proud. You had a business for 20 years, and like
Which
don't realize how much
is
goes
an
into it.
accomplishment, but
just alone, healthcare, $1,000 a month just for one person.
Wow.
It's not easy. I mean, we run their asses.
and it's a family business. Like your wife runs the
Oh,
front
she kills
counter.
it. She's
Okay,
took over the front
let's
guy
put it
from
this way.
them.
Your wife runs the business.
Yeah, but the way my brain is, forget it, it's all over the
And your
place.
son works there as well?
My son?
He doesn't
He
work.
didn't do his research. This
No.
way. No.
There
My
wasn't
son's
he-
an electrician now.
Well, he was doing the last time I was there, he was working in baseball. That's where I saw him.
My son?
Was it? Oh, no, that was Family Feud when I saw him.
Yeah, you
Or
might
he
have
did
saw him in Family Feud.
Yeah,
Yeah. Matthew,
he's like,
he's
not
an
my
electrician
son.
now. He's
No, I don't do
showed
it.
no interest. But now he knows that I have the event space and I have the DJ equipment in there. Now it's like, hey, Dad, what's up, buddy?
Oh, because that's good for the girls. You know, bring the girls in here and party
See,
a little bit.
hopefully. He loves his music.
So what's the hours of operation? How do people find you? What's your social media? What's
Website is chambersofhell.com. You can go on there. It has everything. We have a lot this year. We have escape rooms, full contact experience, theatrical play, The Haunt. One of the best things we just got is, I think I showed you the War Corpse. It is laser tag inside The Haunt.
Oh God.
And you can play, it's straight up Call of Duty, but live. So it's really wild. Chopper strikes come in. It's,
Oh boy.
I don't understand.
sounds like
I'm like you. I don't
trauma. It
know.
sounds like trauma.
You played any soundtrack you want. It does.
No,
Do you
it's-
ever play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I never played before, but you know all the upgrades you get, body armor.
Yeah.
You can shoot somebody's gun. It'll make a beeping sound the rest of the time. Gives you stats. The game's incredible. We're hoping that's going to take off. And I'm thinking about building 2 axe throwing stations also. So it'll be a year-round horror complex.
Make sure your wood is the right wood so the axe sticks. We go into this event, you know, and they advertise axe throwing, right? They have the axe, they have the board, but it's the wrong wood. So,
did you
Hits
throw
and
the
falls
axe?
out.
oh, it doesn't fall out.
It bounces
It
back.
flies out. It
Oh,
doesn't
nice.
stick.
That's good
I've
for
never.
insurance.
We've been
Everyone
there.
almost died.
We tried it for a little while.
Everyone
No,
almost
and then
died.
one chick, she just threw the axe over the
She
fence.
threw it up over the fence.
Like-
She went,
like-
That explains why the insurance is $20,000 a year on it.
what the?
Makes sense. And now we had a little liquor, a couple drinks.
Yeah, and then people are like, why is it so hard to get a liquor license? I don't know.
There you go.
Because of
Let's
that.
mix alcohol with axe throwing. Sounds good.
Well, that's good.
And a bloody haunt. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You'll be fine. I'll take you for a tour. You'll be just fine.
All right.
So,
One thing I would like to mention
Good.
is we do a special needs day.
yes.
You'd have to check the website for that. I do not know the exact date, but special needs is very close to my heart. I work with the League of Yes, which is a program for all of these kids that have no outlet to go anywhere. And we have a field up top where on the asphalt where everybody can go in their wheelchairs, everybody gets a home run. And then on the bottom, I got the kids were a little more, the skill level's a little higher, and we could actually hit and play a game on the bottom field. And
Oh,
it's
that's
amazing. So now we do
awesome.
dances for them.
Yeah,
once
no,
a
I'd
month.
like to.
We do
I'd like to
once
come
for
down
them.
for
It's
that.
Awesome.
That's
I
really cool.
love
Best.
stuff like that. Like I used to work with special needs. I used to.
I'd love to get you to come down with Magic. They would go crazy.
They're crazy, especially the
Oh,
colors
They
and
would go
stuff.
crazy.
I'd love to. I'd love to. Just let me know.
I love that.
He sings too at home. Does he wear a dress?
No.
Oh, you gotta
No, he
think
does
about
like
that.
to dance.
I do not. That's just one. I danced one time. She calls me a dancer.
No, you
now.
danced on
With
the
those
video.
arms, I could see you wearing a tutu.
Don't get me started. I'm trying to behave. You know.
So
you look
the
like
other-
that little monkey that does the thing with
See?
the crackers.
Matt, you need to stop.
You need to get that on the
if you
horn.
want
That is
people to come into
evil.
your business, you need to stop because I'm telling you, these folks are gonna be boycotting your shit. This is 2023.
You're not a boycotter.
Not me.
You're
Like,
real.
listen, you will get 50 people trying to stick up for me. Like, I don't know, you mind your business. You know, this is how it goes. This is how it goes. They'll be calling me, oh,
feel like a
I'm
giant
so,
in this chair.
I'm so sorry that he said that to you. Said what? So, yeah, man, like, I'm telling you, I seen this shit. The guy tried to open a store. That's all he wanted to do. 22-year-old dude, they crucified him.
So did you see the video we did the other day of making my coffee?
Yes.
Okay. So that's how he dances around like that
You guys have a lot of videos right now.
all the time.
Yeah, but not the
You
right
getting good
one.
content?
I'm doing better.
So it is. It's a content game nowadays.
See?
It's amazing. And
See,
people
but-
think it's so easy. It's a lot of work.
People, I just got my little award for the second week in a row for keeping in the top 3% of the creator list.
I was in the 4th percent last month.
You were behind him?
Yeah,
I'm
1%. I'm gonna blow past
You got
him.
work.
Once I see whatever the number is, like just like with followers, right?
Yeah,
thought
she did this,
He
though.
thought he was doing something, and I was like, not today. And I fucking blew past him. So now I'm gonna do
Yeah,
the same
man.
Buying
thing.
yours? You buying
Yeah,
yours?
but
You
listen.
buying your followers?
No, that's the thing. I don't care.
Organically grown,
I
yeah?
don't try to get them.
Okay.
But no one ever talks about the TikTok where it's going to take her 5 years to catch up.
Oh, you're a bug
He
TikTok
says that
guy.
now, but when I'm up at 100,000,
What are you doing now?
and he's sitting
I
there
used
talking
to have
about
the
40,
funniest videos in my lives. Used
Used
to
to.
interact because I stopped
I
doing.
mean, why? I used to. That's like the biggest thing right now.
No,
What is used to?
no. Because if you go on there and see, like I told the magic shop, I said, let me help get your hashtag out there. So their hashtag was at 4,000. I put a couple of videos up and I used their hashtag Ronjo's Magic Shop. Now they're over 4 million, and that was just my videos. So I know what I can do. I just don't do it because I'm
Isn't
in
that
a
in that
different
range?
spot.
Isn't that the money range?
I was getting paid nice from TikTok, but then I went into another spot to do the videos like I was doing them. Some of those videos were like 20 seconds, but they took me 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. As people don't realize you're
You know,
doing that
so
stuff all day
so
long.
not only were you doing the video, I have to memorize whatever lines I'm using. I have to sync it up perfectly to that, and if for me, it had to be absolutely perfect. So it took a lot of time, and I just don't have that time. So I'm not doing it.
That's tough.
So Facebook, I'm monetizing my Facebook, and it's just from my post, my regular everyday post. So it's easier for me. I'm not making up videos to do. I'm just being myself on Facebook, and it's working.
You got to tape all that magic stuff. Everybody loves magic.
They do, but I haven't even time. I thought about that today. I haven't even had time lately to work on new
People
stuff.
get blown away by magic. It's,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a quick, and if you do it quick, especially with those 15-second videos.
Yeah, I could do that too. Yeah.
So, so I have, I do some coin tricks, and I go, and I blow the coin away.
And people are like,
I saw the moment you got engaged.
Yeah, yes, that
On
was
stage,
nice.
was that at Governor's?
Yes, that was. That was
In
my little
Bohemia?
bubbles. Levittown.
Levittown?
My bubbles, which we named our snake after Bubbles.
I came up with that idea.
Very nice.
The good ideas?
Wait, came up with the idea to do it on stage?
No.
No, she didn't know
it's
about
gotta
that.
The name
Son
of
of a
Snake
bitch.
Bubbles.
You know what?
Wow.
You want to know something? Let me tell you about my life. I got, months later, she yelled at me for our engagement.
I did.
She yelled at me. You ever get yelled at for proposing?
What was
I
it?
got yelled at
Were you
months
there
later.
the video?
Go ahead, babe. Tell him.
So I want you to understand that the first time I ever performed, ever, was at Governor's that night. My first performance in comedy.
So your nerves are all over the freaking
So
place.
so I was preparing mentally for my first show ever to go and stand and do comedy on the stage
Which
at a
she
real
did.
comedy club.
And she killed it.
I kill it, right? Chef's kiss for my first time. Only to have Andrew come and fucking upstage my whole shit. No one
So your
even
ego
knew
got
I
hurt.
did comedy. Nobody even knew. So then everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Andrew proposed," and it was like a whole thing, right? So for months, I'm sitting there like, "Oh my God, I performed at Governor's at a real comedy club. I got paid for my first performance."
Nobody knew.
Fuck.
And that bothered you for how long? Still does, actually.
Yo, but listen.
I'm still working on it.
She
I'm
held
working
it in.
through
You can never win, bro. Get
See,
used
this
to
is what I'm
it. Get
saying.
used to it.
I'm working
Get the,
through it.
get
This
the
is
ring
what I'm
on the
saying.
finger, and then when it seeps into her, that's when all hell breaks loose.
Oh,
It's
my
that,
God.
There's something in that ring.
I
that's
don't know. It's the transformation.
kid.
But I commend her. She held that one. I know that one's eating it because she held that shit for months. And just one day, said, and you,
Oh, by the way.
where did that come from? She's like, oh yeah,
February.
That's great.
yeah, February
That's
that was,
classic.
February 10th.
Yep.
And then she let that shit out.
Is there
and
a
like,
drought at home?
No, there's never a
There's
drought.
or
There's
anything?
never a
Never a
drought.
drought.
No,
Wow.
no.
Interesting.
But that's how I measure how mad she is, though. How far on the left side of the bed she is.
I just like to sleep on the edge of the bed.
Yeah,
My
but
edge.
when you first met
I
him,
like my foot.
you're scared he's gonna steal something, aren't you?
No, why?
They're gonna ban you. I'm telling you, you're getting
he's so
boycotted.
bad.
You're getting boycotted. How much time don't we have? Matt, I'm gonna save you. It's 10 o'clock. We're gonna say, thanks, Matt. Thanks. I promise you. Listen, it's on the Kings Park page too. This shit is live. You're getting banned. You're getting banned. I saw what they're about the other day.
No,
Somebody.
they can't be that bad. I know this world is messed up right now, but yeah.
All right. Thanks for our guest, Matt Giuliano.
We love you
Joining
guys.
us.
Thank
Stir it
you.
up. Let me
Thank
stir
you,
it up.
Lucas. I appreciate you, Joe, as always.
Lucas,
You're
Joe.
amazing.
Thank you to our live
Live studio audience.
Kill it out there. Kill it.
Killing
Great
it.
job, guys.
Killing it.
And thanks to my buddy Mike Dukmajian for coming out. If anybody needs a drummer, get in touch with him. He wants to play. Everybody have a good night. Thank you.